Boys, gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, baby. Listen up. Grab a bev, a sugar-free bev. Take a seat, and let's get to it, man. We got a very, very good video today. So, what I want to speak about, man, is how on this journey, it will literally break you down to, like, the last fucking ounce. Like, it will literally turn you into dust. Take you to that point of, like, near extinction, man, with your trading, with the business you're running, whatever it is you're on, like whatever kind of journey you're on when it comes to like success, I believe. Because I always like to say the principles at the bottom when it comes to just wanting to achieve things are really the same, bro. And that's exactly what I mean, is where when you're on this journey, you literally get broken down so much, but it is absolutely necessary to your success, okay? The reason I'm making this video is because I was on my Instagram the other day and I was looking at some of my highlights. I encourage some of you guys to go and check that out. The link's in the description. And I was just looking at my highlights, and then I totally forgot that on Instagram, you can go back and like look at all of your past stories. Like Instagram has them saved. And so I clicked on creating like a new highlight, and I scrolled back, bro, as far as it goes all the way back to like 2020 when I really started posting on Instagram. And I just saw so many things from my past, like the past 4 to 5 years of me developing, me being on this entrepreneurship journey. I saw everything from like the day I started trading, from the day I joined like a mentorship, a trading group, business groups, whatever. I saw everything because I posted it all on my story and shared it with people. And I remember just seeing some of this stuff. And in specific, I saw a couple things, bro, where I was speaking and I was so ghetto back then. It's actually crazy. Like, I'm still ghetto, don't get me wrong. I'm just not that fucking ghetto as I used to be. And I'll tell you exactly why in this video. But as I was looking through these things, it was just crazy to reflect, bro, and crazy to see like the kind of person I was back then and the development of it all to the kind of person I have become now. Literally like 4 years, bro, of documentation. And I feel like I'm very lucky to be in this position because I think I am one of the very few, or like I would say when it comes to like a lot of people online, I feel like I have documented more than most. Like if you guys scroll all the way back on my YouTube channel, on this channel, you'll see some of my oldest videos from 5 years ago, me trading. Now if you go to my highlights I've created on my Instagram, I've created a new story highlights on my page that's called trading, and you'll see everything from my past, bro. And it's kind of crazy because at certain points I couldn't even tell you why I've documented so much. Like I really don't know, specifically with like documenting these kind of things, because I remember when I first started posting on like TikTok, I have a video that is in my highlights as well, but not on the ones I've shared, but where I literally say like, hey, a lot of you guys have probably noticed I've been posting a lot on TikTok, and the reason for that is just because there's so much supply and there's not enough demand. There's so many users and there's not enough creators. That's why you'll see people go from like 0 to 100,000 followers in like a month or the span of a couple weeks if their video blows up. And then what happened after that is I fucking blew up, bro. I fucking blew up, and now we have like 300,000 followers on TikTok. But that was like more so intent. But with like the other documentation, as I was saying, like I really don't know why the fuck I was posting. Like I don't know. I think I always knew like I just wanted to be famous, I guess, because you'd see everybody else online posting and watching their videos. But getting back to like the point of this video, bro, is I can literally see like the evolution of myself. And as I said in the beginning of this video, where I was like, this journey will break you down, bro. It will break you down to the last crumb, and you have to allow for that process to play out. And I'm going to give you an example, okay? The example I'm going to give you is I need you to think of like 2 circles, okay? On this left-hand side, you have this circle that has all of these cracks, these lumps, It's like an imperfect circle. It literally can't roll smoothly. And that circle is you, okay? Well, both of these circles are you. The other circle on the right-hand side is like a really smooth, like think of like the perfect circle that it can roll very smoothly, very fucking fast. Like it can go if it wanted to, okay? And the way you have to think about this is the rolling, like that process of this circle rolling smoothly is your goals. Like that's the goal where you want to go right now, kind of whatever your goals look like. But you are at that point right now where you have a bunch of imperfections in you as a person. And so you can't roll right now. You can maybe roll a little, but very unsmooth, like very like lopsided. Like it doesn't go. And the process that I'm talking about that has to happen and that I've seen time and time again happen to me, that I can look back on all this documentation, is this person that you are has to be broken down to dust, to literal dust. Again, taking you to that point of near extinction. And then what happens at that point is you then get rebuilt. Like then the rebuilding process happens, and in that rebuilding phase, do you turn into that like smooth fucking circle that can then roll and roll very fast. And that's the point you're trying to get to. That's the goal again. Okay. And what happens is this person you are right now, or whatever point you're in this entire process, all those imperfections, those cracks in the circle, those lumps, all of those things are things that the reason of the breaking down is the whole point, because you have to get rid of all of those imperfections in order to roll, in order to get to that point where you want to get to, because otherwise it's literally impossible. It's impossible for you to roll as fast as you want your goals, get to those, if you can't roll smoothly, right? The circle is going to break, and all of those things are your belief systems, those lumps, those cracks, your beliefs, your problem solving skills, your ways of thinking, all of that kind of stuff, the imperfections you have, that you have to get to that point where like it's changed everything for you, right? And I remember specifically, like when I realized this a couple years in, like, yes, it took me years to learn these things, bro, where I was in Germany actually, and I was there, I was like full-time trading. I was having the time of my life, bro. I was there for like a couple months, living it up, working like 30 minutes an hour a day, just trading. I documented that as well. You can go look at it on this channel. And I remember there was this successful trader. I think his name is Anthony's World. Maybe some of you guys know who that is. He's like really good friends with like Q Banks and stuff. And I remember he said something in a video, and I just remember listening to it over and over again. I was like, oh my God, it makes so much sense now. And I maybe realized this a couple times before then as well, but this is like the one time that I really, really remember it stuck, where he says, in trading, and this goes for business again as well, you have to allow for it to completely break you down and turn you to an entirely new person, okay? And then after that process in the rebuilding, will you then go into finding profitability or you know, the building of you to do whatever you want? But it's like, if you don't allow for that process of the breaking down, of you completely getting crushed, bro, over and over, or whatever it is, you will never rebuild yourself to that other circle, right? Because as I said earlier, like that rebuilding process is to get rid of all of the ways of thinking, the imperfections in you, right? Because if you don't go through that, how do you expect, like, or just think about it this way, bro. If you didn't need to go through like the breaking down or the rebuilding process, why aren't you at your goals already, right? Why wasn't it that I could have just started making money right away when I started things? it's literally in that. Like, ask yourself, okay, why is it that I can't make money right now? Why is it that I can't already just get to my goals right now? It's because of you, because you're not at that point yet where it's even possible. Like, you're basically trying to do something that's impossible. You can't roll as smoothly as you want because you still have imperfections. You still have things that need to be tweaked in order to roll efficiently, and those are your goals, right? And I just remember when this happened, and thinking about it, I was like, oh my God, like, this is so true. This all makes sense now. And that is why, bro, that is why I say trading, business, whatever it is that you're doing, it's all the same. It's all the fucking same. It's never really, bro, about the business model that you're running. It's never about the trading strategy that you think you're looking for. It's not about any of that, bro. It's all about you. All about you, right? 80% of what you're doing, I promise you, bro, is your head, is your mind, is your psychology. 20 fucking percent of what you're doing, I believe, is actually like the business, is actually like the cold calling, is actually like the information that you're trying to learn, the strategy. 80% of it is literally just you, bro. And the way you think about things, the way you can bounce back, the way you can solve problems, how effectively your communication, all of that. 80% of it is just you. 20% of it is fucking what you're actually trying to do. And I've always said this because I do coaching and like mentoring, right? And I was like, dude, a lot of you guys, you don't have a fucking business problem. You don't have a strategy problem. You don't have a trading problem. You have a fucking psychology problem. You have a mindset problem, a discipline problem. You have a you fucking problem that you need to fix yourself. You don't need to fix the fucking system or whatever. That shit is easy. You need to fix you, bro. And I've went through these shit so many times where I'm like, it's always just been me standing in my own fucking way of being successful. It was never this or that. And believe me, like I said earlier, these lessons took me like years to realize, bro. I also have a video. I'm sure I've said this in another one, where I was like a year or two into trading, and I remember putting my phone down and recording, and I was like, dude, I'm realizing it. That it's not the market, it's not the strategy, it's not all these things, these external things that I'm looking for and thinking to myself, why am I not making money right now? It's literally my fucking self. It's literally me. I'm not patient. I'm not waiting for market to do this. I'm not getting in at the right opportunities. It's me. And some of you guys, bro, I would honestly say most of you guys, okay, probably all of you guys watching this are like me. Otherwise, you wouldn't watch this shit. Where you understand things, you know how things work, you know systems, information, processes, you're very smart. But the problem you're running into is you might not be looking at the problem for what it is, and you're looking at it from what you might feel it is. And that is a huge, huge downfall to your success, bro. It's like almost in a way you're pointing fingers at people. But what you have to realize is when you point a finger at somebody, there's 3 fucking fingers pointing right back at you. And so if you're looking for something right now that you might think is the problem and it's not you, I want you to think to yourself, could it just be me? Ask yourself a series of questions that might have to do with you.